homicide average for all workers, including police officers and security guards. What?
What? I'm already stupid. It's like pointed up this way. And I'm covered.
Max and Lexi said they want the ride. We made a quick stop out of it.
But as they leave the store, the Allens are confronted by this woman.
I'll try that. I saw this one.
Lee Allen. This is my son, Max.
No, after
This is my daughter.
accused them of
And we
stealing
survived
their
the car.
car, which wasn't stolen. It's their car.
When I saw it was, I'm not
Down,
gonna
she
even
calls for
pay
help
attention
and
because I know this is
you
our
know,
car.
Of course.
Bikers.
White Knights.
Bikers start white nights start
It started to get more serious when my dad
Right?
told me
I'm
to start
guessing he had
recording.
someone behind him, and that's why he couldn't just back up.
That's 911. Max, call. More people started coming to the car. We couldn't go anywhere.
She started yelling, and it kind of seemed like it woke up the rest of the street people. It almost was like an invitation to come join in.
This man puts a menacing hand in his pocket.
I thought maybe he had a gun. I don't know if this guy has a gun, but I also don't want to make a move and one of my kids get hurt. I'm a business owner. I got a big family. I got a lot to
Jesus
lose
Christ,
if
big
I
family,
make a
kids,
wrong
like,
decision in life. So
gonna be taller than
I
you.
always try to stay
He's
on
like,
the
how
right side
old?
of the ball.
But a new bystander is on the scene.
My boys are good 14, 13 years old. How old are you, son? Why is your door open?
I slammed the door on him and
Why was your door unlocked?
kids safe.
That's the real question.
What's the next best move?
Lock your door, bro.
The Allen's car takes a pummeling.
I would have just left then. You're not gonna sit here like literally my daughter's crying in the back seat. Nah.
I felt like it was just us three going against
Everything.
Why the outcome?
No, fuck them. No. Cause y'all once y'all decided y'all wanted to start trying to like hit my car and shit. What evidence do you have that this old withered raisin looking bitch said that this is her car?
I drove off because they're hitting my car and I'm built right for my life.
As they flee, the Allens are being pursued.
That is behind you. I was very scared. I know.
Cause for her, that's a really scary thing. Having all those people
she's
surround your car.
and
She's
like I
she's
said,
young.
I was to say they're huge kids, but you can tell she's young. They're huge, but they're still children. Like I said, he's probably like
police.
how old is
Initially started dealing with me.
And this happened years ago. So that thing was on Facebook maybe like
the
3 or
vehicle
4 years ago.
registration.
So she was young.
License. They're asking me if I have weapons.
Nah, if I were him, I would have drove straight to a police station. They wouldn't have followed you then. They would have left right the fuck on. I would have went to a police station. Y'all accusing me of stealing a car? Let's go to the police station. The police will let you know whose fucking car this belongs to. Who would steal a car and then put their kids in it? What the fuck?
Wasn't being addressed.
It wasn't. That's why
appropriately.
we don't call
So
the
I
police
decided
for ourselves
to-
at the time because
to
next thing you know,
address it and
you have any
and-
weapons?
and make
Are you doing
people
this?
aware
No,
myself.
it's my vehicle.
And it's just gonna escalate.
We post the video and it goes
This
viral.
right here.
That is behind you.
People
Like,
reached
get the
out
fuck
to
out of
you
here.
who
Shit dumb.
few of the people were that were attacking us. Whatever information they had that I later relayed to the police.
The motorcyclist claims he followed Lee to make sure the man on his hood didn't fall off.
No.
Police don't charge the motorcyclist. The woman who started it all gets a disorderly conduct charge.
The ones that were hitting his car should have been charged.
Anybody else that
Property
caused
damage.
Damage to
The
the
fuck?
vehicle. And that pretty much was the end of it.
The Allens still struggle to process the attack.
I grew up with no parents. So I always been trying to be the best dad I could be to my kids. And it's just hard to think about it.
When I think of everything that happened, it brings back how scared I was.
I think I handled it well. We held ourselves with a lot of composure and to remain calm.
I finally got to
The
hear
Allens
voice.
all agree that the attack has brought them
Oh my
even
goodness.
closer.
It would have been
I'm truly blessed that he's my father. I love him. I love him to the deepest of my hearts.
He's an inspiration to me, actually, and he keeps the family together.
There are more than 1 million home
Sheesh.
invasions in this country every year. It is the violation of that very personal space that can accelerate the survival instinct. It's 3:43 in the morning at this home in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Inside, a local restaurant manager is sleeping in one room, her male housemate in another. When
Oh
three
my.
guns drawn,
They
upstairs,
really just
start
kicked in
pacing
that
the place.
door.
The house is stacked to the ceiling with boxes and restaurant supplies. One of the intruders even turns on a light, making it easier to see the suspects on the homeowner's high-tech surveillance
Good.
cameras.
This is why you have them. Shit like this.
The homeowner wakes up and calls 911. But is disconnected.
What?
The homeowner comes out of the back bedroom and stares down the barrel of the gun pointed at her face.
Wow.
What? Yeah, she was
One of the
blasting.
suspects escapes by running through a glass door at the rear of the house.
Oh,
He
I mean, you know what?
to get out the front door.
Yup.
As the dust settles, the terrified homeowner and her guest take stock of what just happened. She gives her now empty gun to her friend.
Wow.
Connects with 911.
Hello, I want to get police department. Someone down 911 for your cell phone. Did you need 911? Yes, somebody's coming to my house. They got a gun.
In the end, the two survived without injury and nothing was stolen. Police arrived to find that one of the intruders, the man in the black wig, was shot. He died in the driveway of the home. Another suspect, Bernard Little, was recently arrested. He was charged with felony murder and his trial is pending. 38% of all assaults take place during home invasion crimes.
Nice lady.
She kept that firm too.
So the thing is, when you
God
when you do
damn.
a home invasion and someone dies, everyone that is
It's
a
just
part,
after
say
6 a.m.
one of the intruders
Carl
dies,
Swanson
Mhm.
any of the
visits
accomplices
the laundry
are charged with murder
But
of
his
that person
business is
because
plagued by
it's
a big
basically
fraud.
You're accomplice to
all
murder.
involved in this, yeah. Your accomplice died, that means it's your fault because you agreed to all do this.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 5 years, they would go to our counter and want to do lines of coke. And if we asked them to leave, then they would want to fight. Sometimes they would lift a shirt up, show us a gun or a knife.
And on this morning, Carl faces yet another threat. Two customers from the bar next door.
They were actually here for revenge for 3 weeks prior because I had kicked them out of the laundromat.
Was it closing
Carl
time?
steps outside.
I tried to lock the door, and it has an automatic lock, but the lock wouldn't catch on the door.
Laundromat owner Carl Swanson's ongoing.
I'm just
attempt to
wondering why
reopen
people
bars
do
for
dumb
belligerent
shit like
patrons
this.
has taken
Like he
a
kicked
turn
you
for
out of the
the worse.
laundromat. It can only be for one of two reasons.
No,
Y'all were doing some shit in there y'all wasn't supposed to be
He
doing.
says they do lines
She
of
bit
coke
my
off the
back.
counter.
That and or
She bit the back of my. She bit him.
what the hell?
The fight spills out.
Y'all are definitely on some kind of fucking drugs. Like what the hell?
What's going on?
Y'all
Eventually,
weird.
They realize Carl is under attack. Together, they try to help him while the
Oh
female
my
suspect
God.
hits Carl with a broomstick.
What the hell?
I was afraid.
Everybody needs to start swinging. What the hell?
Carl is rushed to the hospital.
Wow.
All this was broke. I had a stitches, liquid stitch here.
God damn, bro.
Also, it's because they were the bystanders restrained him and let them beat up on him.
Still
So they thought he was the
deals with health
attacker.
issues from the attack.
I have several back injuries. I wake up
He
every
looks so much
morning
younger in the
in pain.
pictures. I wonder when it happened.
And his assailants are still on the loose.
Wow.
It drives me crazy every day because I know they haven't been caught.
Despite everything, Carl is staying put.
Shit, bro.
I love all the
That
people that
sucks.
I work with here. I would never want to move. It would help if all the businesses could come together and chip in and pay for the security here. Now I keep my doors locked whenever I go to work and come in early. Plus I have a very big dog, so this is Buddy right here.
Carl says his dog, Buddy, is a silver lining.
It was actually worth that happening for me to get the dog. Oh boy. There we go.
The cranky old man stereotype can't often let us laugh. But what happened to our next survivor at the hands of an irate elderly man is far from funny. An unexpected encounter almost cost him his life.
Oh, yeah.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
You want to try one?
It's 9:10 a.m. An elderly
We
man walks
made,
into an
well, I
apartment
made
management office to
snickerdoodles
complain
with
about his flooded apartment. A
brown
female office
sugar
worker
and
is behind
cinnamon
the desk. Her supervisor
instead
is
of
nearby.
regular sugar and cinnamon like you're
The
supposed
elderly
to.
man is irate.
Because that's how his
and
mommy does it,
The
apparently.
woman discreetly presses a panic button
And
beneath her desk
cinnamon
and
instead
dials
of regular
911.
sugar and cinnamon like you're supposed to.
911 emergency.
Like any other recipe would call for.
Or do you need fire or medical? Please. Where are you with Gus?
Hmm?
Is he in the
Did you
office?
hate your cookies?
Yeah.
On that job?
Is he threatening anyone with the gun? Yes. He has it out in his hand? Yes.
The man fires a round. It rips through a computer.
He might be trapped or his mom.
Oh,
Please, sir, stop. Please.
The woman begs for her life.
No, please
this
stop.
man looks very old.
No, I have grandbabies. I have kids I have to take care of. Please don't harm him either. Please. Okay, ma'am, we've got officers who are going to be on the way. Is there any way that you can get out of the office and leave him there?
No.
Could you try and get out of the office if you can safely do so? Okay.
The man allows her to go, but holds her colleague at gunpoint. He orders him to stay seated. Then he takes aim.
Oh,
Eric Königsberg
no.
is held at gunpoint by an irate tenant who's brandishing a gun.
This is the leasing office? Oh, he fed the fuck up. Oh my. Wow. I really wonder. Oh.
The man doesn't flee. He takes aim again.
Really? He really doesn't care.
I mean,
Bruh! Mm-mm. That man's senile.
They fire a
That
shot
nigga is
down
senile.
the door. Drop the gun! Drop it now! Drop it!
I knew where
A
they were.
bullet grazes 93-year-old Robert Thomas.
This nigga looks 93. No.
Murder with a
Mm-mm.
deadly weapon.
Mm-mm.
Kidnapping with a deadly weapon.
Mm-mm.
Discharge of a firearm.
Nope. Get him out of there.
Burglary with a firearm
Christ.
and carrying a
Mm-mm.
concealed weapon. A little over 4 months later, he died of congestive heart failure.
I'm not
The
surprised.
victim
Look
makes
at
slow
him.
recovery.
My God.
Eric joins us now. Eric, thank
The
you so much for
guy
being here.
that got shot, right? Him?
Thank you for having me.
I'm glad he's
Eric,
okay.
this
God
is no
damn.
doubt a horrifying situation.
Woo.
Tell us what happened
Creepy,
off
yeah.
camera with
His
Robert
eyes were
Thomas.
different colors.
Yeah. He might have that I forget what it's called, but it's not a birth defect, but it's
I think it was nice when they do have that.
it does look nice on him. No.
An open space.
Hell no.
I just-
When he was younger,
I
he
just
probably
knew he
did
was
look
off.
wrong.
Probably.
But he's
What was he so upset about that made him want to do this?
It was a look
That's what I
like
want to know.
He didn't recognize who I was. To come and pay his rent every month for 5 years, and he just didn't look the same.
What was going through your mind that moment when
Yeah,
you
you're
saw
right.
that
You'll see now.
gun?
He had to be.
Slowed
Like,
down.
what could possibly make you want to do
Was a
something
big
like
gun.
that?
Well,
Being
it
that
was me.
old, you can't
I
even
just
hold
knew
it up
I
for
had
that
to take
long.
Control of the situation and do what I could.
And Kelly, your assistant manager, pushed that panic button and she called 911.
She saved my life by doing that. And I tell her that whenever I see her. She saved my life.
We saw that right after that gunshot, that's when police arrived. Do you feel this could have been worse?
Yeah, I do. If Kelly didn't push the panic button, and if she didn't call 911 when he wasn't looking, and put the phone down, so 911 was able to hear everything. If all those things didn't happen, I think he would have shot me again.
Do you forgive him for what happened?
No, I do not.
I wouldn't either. I don't blame
This
you.
happened less than a
Wow.
year ago. How are you doing right now with your recovery?
I am fine. I mean, I go out, I do 2-mile walks. I don't have a limp anymore. I'm good.
You know what I think
That's
is
good to hear.
fascinating is that you went right back to work.
Well,
You didn't hesitate.
I told the owner of the property that as soon as I could put my socks on by myself, I'll come back to work. And it took about 2 months to get the right sock on.
You got those socks on.
Mm.
Your clip went
Wow.
viral. How do you feel about people who watch viral videos like that and don't realize there are real people behind them?
Reality and fantasy.
Well, I'm pretty
get-
sure that like majority of these are
intertwined.
based on something that actually
And
happened
so,
to people.
you
It's not
know,
always
it was real.
dramatized.
It was real
It's
to
the problem
me,
with,
and
like,
to tell you the
Facebook
truth, I haven't
nowadays.
seen the video.
Sometimes you don't know because they don't give actual sources onto where
I
it
listened
came
Not the
from.
stats. Everyone
Eric,
has to
thank goodness
dramatize
you're
everything.
okay.
Like the
Thank you so
whole
much
like
for joining.
arguing with somebody,
Thank
and
you,
like you
man.
realize, oh, this couple does these videos all the time. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
Survival and strength caught on camera.
you know what?
Yeah, I think I was right though.
This was a good find.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is different stories for every episode. And then I guess depending on the particular story, it
Which
might
one
be
were
the
you
whole
watching from
episode.
that clip?
Oh, from like the trailer thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what episode it might be in.
Oh, guess we gotta watch
Our
that one.
first survivor was outnumbered 2-1, but his quick thinking and resolve may have ultimately saved
Oh
his
wait,
own
it was
life
some lady getting
and
robbed.
prevented others from
She was getting out
hurt.
of a car.
It's the overnight shift at this gas station.
Uh-oh, a
convenience
gas station.
store
Horror
in
story.
Huntsville, Alabama. At 3:15 a.m., a customer drops by and buys a banana. He leaves and then returns. After a few words with the clerk, it becomes clear. What he really wants is the money.
Give me the money. This is like sopping wet.
The attacker pulls out a knife.
That is not a knife. That is like, I don't know, a chef's knife?
And it's met by the clerk's machete.
Ooh!
In the middle of the battle, the clerk hits the button on the wall that electronically locks the front door. The suspect is trapped.
Shut the door, bro.
Outside the store is a female accomplice. And before the clerk knows what's happening, she starts engaging him. Meanwhile, the original suspect has used the diversion of his accomplice to go back into the
Oh
store
my
to get the
lord.
cash.
Wow. Y'all, this desperate for some cash?
Back outside, the clerk has turned his attention to the suspect's car. The goal, he later told cops, was to make the car easier for police to identify.
Mm-hmm.
The male suspect takes the cash and goes to the defense of his car and his accomplice. They flee the scene. Incredibly, no one was seriously injured that night.
I thought he got her one good time.
Yeah.
Right there, I thought he got her.
32-year-old Seth Holcomb and 33-year-old Laney Nicholson both pled guilty and received 3 years probation. The police recognized their car due to its very obvious damage. Drive-by
You'd be
shootings have
stupid
taken
not
the
to,
lives of
honestly.
More innocent victims than ever before. Our next survivor experienced the often deadly phenomenon firsthand. It's just before 1 a.m. on a quiet Wednesday evening in Louisville, Kentucky.
Hello, Pete.
Real estate agent Patrick Hemmerly
Welcome
is picking
to
up
the
some
mini
extra
stream.
cash as a rideshare driver. He's about to drop off his passengers at a recording studio in downtown Louisville. Along the way, he is listening to their music.
Oh, this is you? It's you. I'm saying I like this, man.
Hi, gaming.
I'm saying like that.
Mustard. What the hell?
Drive by.
Oh, wow.
You alright?
Shit. shit, dude.
Just go ahead and run this one last ride, and I kind of had a bad feeling, and I probably should have listened to my gut. I started the trip and saw that it ran straight downtown, and we started heading that way. As I rounded the corner,
moisturizing my hair, watching some. This is on Netflix, right?
My brain was
Movie?
telling me
Is it on Netflix?
something was off about that.
Watching a show on Netflix called I Survived a Crime.
Just kind of paced us for a second, fell back, sped up, and just started.
And then I was probably gonna watch my honey play Cyberpunk, cause why not?
I saw the muzzle flash. The passenger was shooting out the top of the car, just firing wildly out the window.
The shots were fired back towards Patrick's truck as the car pulled away, the license plate obscured.
It took me about 2 shots to really recognize it was gunshots, and when I looked over, the 3rd or 4th shot came through my windshield, and that's when a blast of glass
Wow.
shots exploded in my face. Then I just had a huge adrenaline dump. I thought I got that on camera too. I got it on camera, bro. I got a dash cam. What the? I was recording you.
I think the people that were talking shit about it didn't give it like an honest chance. I'm just watching him play it and I'm having a good time with it. He's enjoying it a whole lot. So
It's because it was buggy on the previous gen consoles. It wasn't meant to come out on previous gen consoles.
Oh.
That's why.
Trying to assess,
They even said it. They were forced to make
or not.
a downgrade for the PS4 and Xbox because
right in front of my
people
face.
wanted, like, so not everyone has new gens, so it's not fair.
yeah.
They even said like they can't properly run those games. They're not optimized for the
It's
PS4 or
amazing that
Xbox.
his truck was only hit
But
twice,
that happened.
considering
I'm not sure if you can hear him pretty well, but he's pretty much explaining why those people or why it had
Yeah,
bad
the
reviews
PC version
online.
ran great.
Patrick, who still has the nearly lethal souvenir, is both philosophical and practical.
I don't know why they did it. I was mad for a few days, but then
A
I
nap?
had to forgive them.
Jeez.
Just hope it goes
Nah, but
make
that's fine.
better decisions
Thanks for dropping by.
moving
Thank you
forward,
for the like.
because making up bad
I feel
decisions,
slightly more attractive now
you're
with
gonna-
that one
you're gonna
like.
have a bad
Makes me
vibe.
feel better.
Mhm.
Have a good nap,
Probably don't
gaming.
do the whole rideshare thing.
Hopefully, maybe you're awake whenever I'm streaming again.
Patrick credits his calm under
You know
fire to the
what?
fact that he plays a lot of video games. Our next survivors are the focus of a nefarious plot involving a bank, a boyfriend, and a beating.
Oh.
Cypress, Texas.
Not
As
Texas.
this woman
Yep,
is
it
about
is.
to step inside her family business, a car pulls up.
Ayy.
This man is pursuing a hot tip, and he wants what's in her purse.
I would have started screaming, and I also wouldn't have just. She's really hanging on to it for dear life too. That sort of thing. Like if you're taking a deposit from the bank back to wherever your store is, you gotta have that shit. She's not trying to let go of it, which I can
No, him,
understand.
he's falling over like a
Circles
dick.
the building. One suspect pursues the woman.
I would have got back in my car if I could, honestly.
Counterattack.
What counterattack? He's not even when you look at him.
He's just like trying to get him to let go, maybe, or
One of their assailants, and she's tipped him off to the
Oh.
fact that earlier that day,
Boyfriend's
the woman
black.
made a $75,000
Of course.
cash
Boyfriend's
withdrawal.
black. Yep, and she got fired and charged too for that.
Good, she should have.
This was awesome. I remember hearing about this one too.
Y'all really wanted the money that bad.
Is dragged across hot asphalt. Her husband punches one assailant.
Really? Oh my
The
god.
woman is wedged under the rear bumper, and the attack comes to a terrifying conclusion. The couple is injured, but still alive and fighting.
Y'all really wanted the money that bad. Now, what would have happened
They ultimately lose the battle.
if there was no money in it?
After the attack,
All
the
she got
woman
is her
is
cards.
hospitalized
Wasn't
in
shit in that
critical
bag.
condition. Her husband is treated for minor injuries at the scene.
He
Both
sucked
make
though.
a full recovery.
That guy sucked.
Police arrest Shelby Taylor White.
Oh, ugly
David
as fuck.
Mitchell, and Trevon
Wow.
Weiss, the bank teller, masterminded the robbery and recruited Johnson and Mitchell to help. Mitchell and Johnson are arrested and charged with aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Weiss is arrested for felony robbery. All three are awaiting sentencing. Did you know that 30% of all home burglars enter houses through unlocked front doors? Our
Yeah, I
next
got in the
survivors
middle.
are
That's
100%
fucking love. I'm
positive.
not gonna lie. I saw those instantly. Like, bro. No wonder she wanted to rob for you, bro. You know his head game off.
Idaho Falls.
My man's literally just
Watching a little TV and checking your phone.
Oh,
fucking thing.
stop.
He fucking huge lip.
Not this time.
Oh my god.
Shamel,
And I'm Isabel Shamel.
and we survived a home invasion robbery.
We just got home from a date, and I was
They didn't lock their
pretty
front door.
tired, and I was
So they just
scrolling
walked
through
right
my
in.
phone,
That actually
probably
happened to us
watching
one
a
time. These ladies like
documentary.
walked into our
When I
house
was
by
in one of
accident.
those escape rooms,
They
we were
meant to
pretty
go
much
next
out
door.
for that, ready to
They
relax.
got so scared.
And
Because they opened it
Wow.
up and all you hear me screaming,
doors fly
"Oh,
open.
you!" And I run and I almost swing on one of them and they close slam the door shut and run next door. They apologize at first, like, I am so sorry. And they try to swing on her.
I just didn't know what was happening at first. I was
He
super
literally walked in
shocked.
your arm.
The intruder.
Yeah, he came in. He came in Call of Duty style. Look at him.
Attention and his shotgun toward Caspian's fiance on the couch.
I definitely feared for my life whenever I saw that shotgun pointed at me. I've never been in a situation where a loaded gun was pointed at my face, and it was a shock and
I would have
my
given the
life
simplest
flashed before my
hello.
eyes.
Get him, Bay. Get him.
Caspian
Like, let's go,
reacts to the
motherfucker.
flash, grabbing the shotgun barrel.
I like how criminals always come
He walked up so slow too.
At that moment, just straight adrenaline, I would say.
You need to eat more meat, bro.
Caspian knows his fiance is still in the room. She rolls off the couch. He barks in order.
I actually yelled for the roommate, and that was all I could muster out.
How much do you weigh, bro? He dragged you so
Caspian is
easily.
actually being dragged down the stairs, still holding that death grip on the shotgun.
That guy's
barrel.
really strong. He's
The
really
intruder
light.
is now
He looks
on
like-
his own version
I would say
of an
both.
escape room.
I immediately, as soon as I felt safe enough, ran and called 911 and tried to help the best I could, best I knew how.
I'm like, I need help.
It's becoming painfully clear to this home invader.
I told him wrong house, Buster.
Really?
He was fully in agreement as we hit the stairs. It was a change in power for sure.
Only because it was off
As
camera,
soon as I
huh?
see, I overtook
You know you're
him,
being
walked
recorded, so
away
you
from him.
couldn't show it. You can't let your
The
secret
enemy
go out.
threat is over. A moment for the couple to relax. Caspian is now armed in self-defense, but hopefully won't need to use his weapons. But 2 minutes later, an angry knock at the door.
Wait, is that his
an
gun?
Unbelievable request.
I opened the door, and he was asking for his shotgun back. And so he told me no, of course.
Nigga,
and
what?
tried to force his way back into the house.
No.
The suspect finally fled the scene, still without his shotgun, which was loaded but never fired.
Wow.
Caspian turned it over to the police as he relived
Why
the
too
sickening
calm?
events.
The police were almost
I got my pick.
See sirens coming up.
Let's see, I got that Den Man broche.
He started heading back
This
out
is all
the
I
door again,
need.
and they intercepted him there by his vehicle.
Look at
So
that.
Hey, get her.
when the police showed up,
Nice.
then they wanted me to walk through the situation with them. And I hadn't even really fully processed it yet. I just got incredibly adrenaline high. I mean, my whole entire body was shaking. I was
Understandable.
sweating. My face was bright red, and so I puked. It kind of all washes over you. I mean, when you're in the midst of it, you don't feel any of those things happening. But as soon as it
Not
kinda
everybody uses
calms
white
down,
tooth
you're like,
combs, though.
Holy crap, this is really pretty crazy.
I appreciate
I'm
take
just
that
glad
though.
that you were there
And I
you were
like-
able to take action so quickly.
You know she slept with him that night.
Of course. Didn't you see him tumble to the ground while
I know that-
fighting over
When
power
he's-
of a
When
shotgun?
he screamed wrong house buster, sopping wet. Just fucking so. Look at that. Right now, it was so hot when he said wrong house buster. I don't give blowjobs, but that night he earned one.
It took me a while to get to the fully sleep without being super paranoid.
We're watching
Someone else was gonna
something on
break in, or something
Netflix
else was gonna happen.
called I Survived a Crime.
Was 28-year-old Eddie Walker. He pled guilty to aggravated battery and was sentenced to a maximum of 11 years in prison.
Only 11 years? He had a fucking shotgun!
Oh, yeah, robbery. Because he
It
didn't know.
serves
No one
as an
was
important
hurt.
reminder for all of us.
Attempted murder.
Watching a true
This
crime
nigga came in.
I'm mostly laughing at the fact that
Sleeper style.
he had the balls to knock him. Can I have my gun back, by the way? Get out of my house. No, I want my gun back. No, I'm calling the cops. Come on, man. That's not cool.
Make sure you lock your shit.
Experts
hell?
say that a family-run business can strain physical, emotional, and financial relationships. But we met a family that pulled together when it mattered most. Bergen County,
I would
New
hope
Jersey.
so.
The Vega family is hard at work in their smoke
Yee,
shop.
boy.
Mom Lisa and her children John and Jazz. This man has been in the store for more than 30 minutes before finally approaching the counter. The man kept talking about how he could shoot John Vega with his gun, a flare gun he loaded right there on the counter.
Really? I'm
A
finna
man
shoot
armed with
you.
a flare gun attempts to rob the Vega family smoke shop, but Lisa Vega, her son and daughter fight him off.
He flying need his gut.
The baby. At least they're safe behind the
John
counter.
grabs the flare gun, and Sister Jazz jumps on the suspect's back.
He tossed her.
Ouch.
The family dog offers support from behind the counter as Mom heads off to
That
get
is a
help
golden
from
retriever. He's
the
not gonna
store.
fight.
Nah, golden retrievers are just they're just for
He's there,
emotional
though. You
support.
gotta say he's there.
In
Yeah,
the end,
yeah,
John
he
and
got
Jazz
this. He got
neutralize
this.
the attacker and hold him for police.
Can you get my
Gabriel
two scrunchies
Bell
off
was
the
arrested and
plant?
charged
Please?
with robbery, weapons violations, and resisting
I
arrest.
like how he's smiling in his
Charges are
mugshot.
pending.
Fuck you, dude.
Just an unbelievable experience. Lisa Vega joins us now. Lisa, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
What was going through your mind? I mean, he was in that store for what, half an hour?
My piece of shit self would have instantly complimented him on his own like,
Kind of kept his head down.
thank you for being
very
here. I don't know.
soft-spoken.
Like,
Then
how are
he
you doing?
just started
You
saying
have an
just, like,
amazing
really
job.
weird things.
Thank you, thank you. Let's try every time he tries to say something. Thank you.
Shooters. When he said that,
I love
like,
your
my
smile.
brain just
So afterwards, what happened
And
when
it
you
almost
when
looks
you
like
when the
your
police
son is
arrived?
telling him something.
You're fucking
My
gorgeous.
son
man.
is just kind
You're
of trying to
fucking
gauge
beautiful.
the situation.
So
Happened
after he was
so
apprehended,
fast
was there any
that
serious
you
damage to the
won't
store?
just,
I would
like,
sleep with you.
react.
If my wife
Making
would let me, I'd sleep with you right
predetermination
now.
as to how you would
And next thing you
handle
know,
a given
when the police
situation
arrest him, he
and
tries
being in that
blaming you. Is that
situation,
true?
two totally different animals. You
Can
know
I
what
sleep with you
mean?
today? Like,
There's
is
no
that
way to
possible?
find out. I mean,
And
for you,
at
as
least
a
now you're
mom,
safe, right?
watching this happen with your kids.
I know you're answering any questions.
There and help them. I
Well,
just wanted
that's
to
all the
get
time
the
we
guy
have.
down and away from my children.
At that moment, you must have been scared.
Looking at them in that situation, it was extremely.
It's just a flare gun.
Things could have
Worst
happened
they'll get
in
is
the
what?
blink of an eye.
Some
If
burns?
he had been allowed
Third
to
degree,
hold that
maybe?
gun
No.
in the back
No?
of the counter where my son was standing,
Really?
was a shot that was filled with
It's a
butane.
bullet.
Huh.
Wow.
So put
It's just
two
a
and two
bullet
together,
that's
very
lit.
scary.
It's slower than a regular.
Very proud of the
Um,
way, you know,
I'm
they
not-
I thought they were kind of like lightweight.
you know,
They're
we
chunky.
saw it.
It just shoots it,
And what about the dog? Is
So
the
if it
dog
hits you,
guarding the
you
store
can
now?
and it can also light you on fire.
He just didn't know what to do. But
Mm.
And if you hit it in someone's face, it'll kill them
But he could be.
because of the
How
impact.
did this experience?
Probably the
affect
fumes,
They get punctured.
too.
It'll puncture
I
you.
think it stays with you.
Really?
You know,
Yeah,
for the rest of
it's a
your life.
bullet. It's
There are
just a
some
giant bullet.
days when we hear the bell, she walks into the store and we kind of get that feeling, you know, like that anxiousness. I don't think that ever goes away.
What would you like other people watching this today? What would you like them to learn?
You just have to be always be aware of your surroundings, you know, and just be mindful. And I think that's all you
Me.
I don't think you can
I need
really
food.
live your life, you know, kind of
No
base your life
Oreos.
around this from like a fear factor perspective. I think you have to
V.
just move on.
Me
Lisa Vega,
actual
thank you so
food.
much for joining.
Thank you so much for having me.
So there you have it. Survival and strength.
I thought you were gonna play game.
One more.
Another 20 minutes go by. Or are these like
Jewelry
15
industry
minutes?
loses more than $100 million each year to theft. Some with deadly results. Police don't recommend you fight back and instead call 911. 4 men are gathering outside this jewelry store in Toronto, Canada.
Oh, not Canada.
Their work,
Crime doesn't happen in Canada. Who y'all trying to kid?
This is a jewelry store heist. This is all happening midday.
In the middle of the day, too? Y'all got some balls.
After one failed attempt to climb through the opening,
Bruh.
the suspect starts going for the jewelry. But the store owner has other ideas. He charges at the suspect with a sword.
Ooh, he came ready.
The resistance to this wannabe robber and his partners, though, just tripled. Not only did the owner have a sword, but so did his son.
Oh!
And his brother.
Slipped.
The Ashok family is protecting their retail business.
Why all swords?
Despite the slippery footing caused by the broken glass, this trio warded off the crook, forcing him to retreat. But he comes back, this time pointing a gun right at the owner, who first raises a hand in self-defense, then he takes a swing with his sword. From outside the store, we can see why the owner didn't get shot. The gunman points the gun, then seems to have a problem. It
Oh,
doesn't
jammed.
fire. He gives up on the weapon as
I'm
all
guessing it
4
jammed.
suspects pile into an SUV and take off. They
Damn.
have not yet been arrested. This family is safe. Nothing was stolen. Those swords were a gift from a friend, something this family will always appreciate.
Mm. That's nice.
Taking a road trip can be exciting, anticipating new adventures. But for 2 young women, the terror of a journey they took years ago will always haunt them.
I'm not pulling over for you. Go past there.
They are on the road from Central California, headed to Reno, Nevada.
We were having a girls' day and went to go to Reno for the weekend, and it was just her and I. We weren't in a hurry, being typical girls, singing, dancing in the car.
That's when they spot this pickup weaving in and out of traffic.
I'm not pulling over.
Thank God.
Dude,
I
this
mean,
is the crazy
I've never seen anything like this.
dude, I don't know what to do.
I would just stay behind
It's
them.
called keep driving. I don't know what the hell driving.
And honestly, it would be in your best interest to just stay behind them. Because you don't know what they're doing, and you wouldn't want them to follow you either.
Passenger Delaney Streichel and driver, best friend Vanessa Gladue, are in a serious game of cat and mouse on this remote stretch of highway. They are quickly feeling like the prey.
Go past there. I'm not pulling over.
She didn't say pull over, she just said keep driving.
You always want to say this, I hope.
We had already passed her. She continued to go in front of us and brake check us.
Dude,
I completely feared for our lives.
Delaney was so scared, she acted out, giving the driver the finger.
I did not give her the finger till it had gone on for a while, and she wouldn't leave us alone. And all of a sudden, the truck catches right up to us in a heartbeat, and we're like, what? What, lady? What is your deal?
She could have had a gun,
Delaney has seen
you know.
enough.
hi, we have a really bad emergency on Highway 80. Dude,
Vanessa was really scared, and she kept crying, and so hearing the terror in her voice as I'm trying to talk to the police and tell them what's going on, I still get choked up thinking about how scared she was.
Because she was the one driving, right?
No,
she's
one of
a
our
cop and she's
passengers.
trying to tell
Ah.
us to pull over, and she's swerving us off the road. She keeps trying to hit us off the road. Yes. She just hit our car. She just hit our car. She's pushing us off the road. Yeah, she's pushing us off the road. She's coming for us.
The woman is coming. She just hit her car.
This is when you call out what kind of car it is and read off that license plate. Because it's being
She's not
recorded.
even on for anything. Get out of the car and fight. There's like 3 of you.
I have a medicinal badge. Look at me. I'm official.
What she
You just gonna believe her?
is an ID card she claims is a badge.
No, that looked like a medical marijuana card, my guy.
Just like
Who are you fooling?
Also, why didn't y'all just jump her? She got out the car and by herself.
Dispatcher helps Delaney stay focused. For Vanessa,
Because I'm shaky. She was driving. She had my life in her hands.
Why didn't you read off their license plate?
Her life was mine.
It's a silver. What is that thing called? A fucking silver pickup truck.
not far away.
A Chevy pickup truck, silver, gray, space gray, whatever the fuck. The license plate is this, and this.
Here in the vehicle. Can he help us, please? Can he help us? Please, go to the officer. Go to the officer. Make sure he helps us, please. Help us. Please.
See, I might not be all that like
You can tell from the
super
cover
into
that
like
Delaney is terrified from the ordeal.
what's it called, like emergencies, but I'm not that bad.
Please, I'm trying to help. What happened?
I'm not that bad.
With this traumatic experience, Delaney learned it was not just her life and the life of her girlfriend on the line that day.
During the road rage, I had a brand new baby inside of me, knowing that a couple years ago, a really scary thing had happened to me, and I was pregnant with him, and I had maybe not had him. And I'm, left that. I have a super little boy.
I know sound rude for saying this.
The woman causing that road rage incident was Deidre Roscoe. She was
We
arrested later that day and was charged with assault with a deadly
Look at her
weapon.
smiling.
The 50-year-old was sentenced to 925 days in county jail.
You couldn't even give her an actual date.
Orozco had just been released from the local jail that morning for a hit-and-run incident the day before.
Bruh.
Despite her erratic behavior, Orozco's mental health was not an issue in either case.
Are you sure?
I hear a lot, and maybe, something else that hurt.
Nah.
Just because someone else is having a bad day and being mean doesn't mean that we need to be mean and vulgar back to them.
I mean, one of y'all flipped her off, so that's why she tried to run you off the road. Just saying. Probably would set her off.
For most banking transactions worldwide, but for the elderly, using the ATM can lead to the worst kind of human contact.
This is like, that's one of the other reasons I'm kind of glad that, like, at least for my bank, it's probably for most banks too. Like when we went downtown for the
I only
Capona.
have like the one bank. We don't have ATM or a bank. Our bank is
Once
literally
inside,
by
the
the
man
college.
looks over at Mary.
Oh
He appears
yeah.
to be waiting.
So
You don't have like physical locations.
we don't have physical. The only other one is the one in Strawberry Square.
Then he pounds.
No, it's not even a bank. That's just the ATM that we have.
The suspect wrestles the $500 out of Mary's hands
Let me get that PS5 money
and starts to pull away. Mary holds on tight, keeping the suspect busy
Or
long
left.
enough for the camera to get a profile shot of him. But her success comes at a cost. The robber breaks free from the octogenarian's arm lock, and Mary is thrown violently to the ground, suffering cracked ribs and bruises.
Ouch.
Thankfully, Mary Rivas will recover from her
Did she get
injuries.
reimbursed her $500?
35-year-old Terrence Ross was arrested less than 24 hours after police released this video.
They also got her money back, right?
Oh yeah, they'll give it back.
Worth it to see that I caught the fella. That he couldn't
Poor lady.
Terrence Ross was sentenced to 3 years probation. He also served 18 days in jail, 4 of those days in the jail hospital because other inmates beat him up after hearing about his crime.
Maybe at
Good.
this stage.
You literally stole $500 from this poor old lady. That could have been graduation money for one of her grandkids.
Of all ATM robberies
Or
result
something.
in injury. Police do not
Fucking
recommend
asshole.
In a recent study,
Unless you're
78%
unless you get
of all
scrapped,
restaurant
then
workers
police say
report being
power
sexually
to
harassed.
Walkers
Our next survivor, a waitress,
walkers.
reached her breaking point after years of inner turmoil.
Oh my.
In the charming city of Savannah, Georgia, restaurant bars like Vinnie Van Gogo's are hopping in the summertime. On this night, this waitress has just taken an order. As a man heading toward the exit approaches her, on the way, this happens.
Really?
My name is Amelia Holden, and I survived sexual battery. So I just finished taking an order, and I was putting the menus away and about to get my table set up. The night was almost over for me, and as it happened, I kind of thought it might have been one of my coworkers, and when I turned around, I just remembered being so upset by seeing this drunk idiot walking by and doing something like that. So I just kind of reacted.
The customer nonchalantly continues his stroll until Amelia changes his course.
Yeah, get him, girl. Shit. Hell yeah,
At
get
the
him.
time, I think I just had so much adrenaline, and then I just really remembered him
Tossed his
and
ass.
thinking, what just happened? I kind of blacked out when the guy went down, and it hit the car. Everyone was in shock.
No one more shocked than the man tossed on his backside.
Of course.
I
He wasn't
remember
expecting
shaking
that. He
my
thought he was gonna be
finger
able
at
to
him, being like, "You don't touch me,"
and get away.
and then leaning in and telling my coworkers, like, call the cops, call the cops. This guy just grabbed me, and he didn't even really know what just happened.
And he came up behind me and just took a handful.
Okay.
Like, not to be vulgar, but like his finger like touched my vagina.
Some have criticized Amelia for her physical reaction to the assault.
How else would you react to something like that?
People were like,
What the hell? This guy just grabbed me. Like, no.
Wearing such short
If you're not
shorts and,
screaming,
you know,
if you're not screaming from something like that happening to you, the next best course of action is to put them on their ass.
And
Don't
Amelia
touch
knows
me
that
without my
very well.
fucking permission.
This is
What
not
the
first
hell?
time she survived
The
sexual
hell? Good for you,
being
Amelia.
a survivor
Shit.
of molestation and rape.
See, that's
I've
why
just
as
kind
men
of
we
gotten to
have
that
to also
point where
fight
it's
back when
like,
that happens, and
you're not
instead take
going
full
to do
swing at
that
the
to
women.
me.
Hey, they're handsome.
And
You
it took me
don't
a long
touch me
time
like
to
that,
come to
and then get on top of you. It's
kind
like,
like suppressing
it's full blown Omni Man.
oh,
You think you can just harass me because I'm a piece of meat?
Huh?
You're not better than me. Yeah, get her. Get her. It's full blown Omni Man, huh? What is it? How much is your hospital gonna be, huh? $500? I got the money for it. But guess what? At least I'm not fucking raped right now. You pervert. Just keep swinging on it.
31
Everyone's cheering for him.
Chawinski was arrested,
You
pled
get her,
guilty to
man.
sexual battery, and was sentenced
Sexual
to 11
assault's
months
wrong.
probation, which prohibits him from going to bars or drinking alcohol.
He's gonna go to jail, and
I really think we've had so many issues.
I would have laughed.
yeah.
That actually was a joke from a movie
So thank you so much.
where a lady at the bar, I think she like kind of rubbed the guy's
One
leg,
advantage
Mm-hmm.
of this video
and
going
he
viral,
elbowed her.
Amelia was able to inspire
Full like elbowed
others.
her.
I got a lot of messages from many different women and men telling me that seeing that video gave them the strength to press charges against their abuser. And that was just something that really meant a lot to me.
Yeah,
because
but I'll
that's
say you
kind of what
fight back.
helps with,
You would
that
have the
going
right to fight
viral
back.
Is that people
It's
understand.
sexual.
Worst case scenario, they try to
It's sexual harassment, it's assault and battery.
like
Because he
no.
physically touched you, it's assault and battery. All you did was grab a handful of booty. No, it's still the fact that it's he's placing his hands on a woman. That's assault.
Without her permission.
Yep.
There's no consent because we love the word consent. There is no consent. She literally had her back turned. He's walking past her and decided to take a cup full of her non-existent ass.
No,
Like,
he put his finger in it.
like he yeah, he probably did like one of these. So
He don't.
and she's wearing shorts. That was hella uncomfortable then.
He don't.
Fuck that guy.
He Donald Trumped her.
In an instant, Leslie has a knife at her stomach.
He literally can't do anything from that far away. What's he gonna do? Jump and try to stab you?
Makes the mistake of dropping the knife on the counter.
Wow.
That's when her
Dude's hella
coworker
calm,
grabs
by
the
the
weapon
way.
in self-defense. The suspect tries to steal it back and starts to walk away. Then the assailant makes a shocking move.
Stab him once. It's from fucking the
In
quarry.
the struggle, the drawer
Ow!
falls to the floor.
I'm gonna sit down, alright? I think I'm gonna be believed alive.
Leslie backs to a safe distance and dials 911.
No.
But the suspect
TikTok.
is on the move.
You have to videotape me for TikTok. Don't get
He
the
gets away. In total, he nets a whopping $6.
Holy shit, that's a lot.
Police investigate the robbery and link the assailant in the video to 2 other area heists, but he's never caught.
Really?
There are now more fast food restaurants staying open late
Y'all are
night,
failing the
24 hours
people.
a day
No,
than ever before.
they're not.
And that
What about that one
convenience
innocent guy they shot?
come at a cost for employees.
What about that dog that was innocent that they shot? Police are doing their job, sweetie. You take that back. Every innocent that we lose to them, that's a goddamn job well done.
Shut up!
Slips into the restaurant through an unlocked back door.
Why didn't you start kicking him? You literally have the high ground. Start kicking him or something.
Several
What, her
times,
tiny
the
legs?
intruder
It can't
tries to grab
Hey,
envelopes,
horses can
probably
kick.
thinking
They
All-
have
all-
actual legs.
But because
And
Their
of
legs
hooves.
are skinny, but they have a lot of leg power.
Horses?
They have they have power in their legs.
They do not have skinny legs. Horses? What is your problem?
He also got arrested 4 days later. 27-year-old Vernon Jackson was charged with robbery.
Nice.
And Brittany Brophy joins us now. Brittany, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, no worries.
Brittany, what were
Skinny
you
legs.
thinking
I've
at that
never seen
moment when you walked
Not even the
in?
donkeys have skinny
I
legs.
honestly
Like
thought
their
that,
calves, like this right here,
shut
their
the door behind
calves,
him,
yeah.
that he was
Their
gonna
calves,
take over me,
they're
and
literally
actually
like they look skinny to
I
us,
was in the
but you
process of
place
protecting
yours next
myself.
to theirs,
It was just really
they
scary.
they
Was she by herself?
You did not make it easy for this intruder. Did you ever consider, I just want to get out of here, I just want to escape?
Well, first of all, I'm not gonna make it easy for anybody to get over on me.
I don't know.
I was in
You
a
almost let
very,
him
very
grab
small
you.
room, and then he stood in front of me to the point where I couldn't get to the door.
If you could say something to him right now, what would you say?
you're trash.
Nothing. Honestly, to me, like, for one, I'm like almost 3 years sober off drugs, and like, I was scared, but I wasn't afraid that I was gonna relapse. I was just afraid, you know, and it really gave me a whole new eye view to what I could have done as an addict when I was an addict.
You're a mother of 2 small children. Was it important to you for them to know exactly what you did and why?
I did tell them, I'm okay, but you have to know how to react to things that happen in your life. So that's what I told them. The best thing you can do to prevent yourself
Mine are
from
done.
being the victim is just make a noise, make sound. Like, I flail, like, I'm like, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, I'm 5'2", but I make it look like I'm a peacock, like I'm a huge person.
All right, well, you unintentionally protected your employer's money. You got away with just $40 and you're safe. That's all that matters. Brittany, thank you so much.
No, they're still gonna count it as a loss. They lost $40.
Thank you for having me. I really
money.
appreciate it.
We're taking it out of your paycheck.
You're fired, Stacy.
Oh, gee.
I'm Gio Benitez, and this is
Gio Benitos.
Gio Benitos.
Gio Infinitos.
Gio Benitos. Theo.
Theo.